I'll be back.
Look how cute.
Oh, those are so cute.
Oh, so here you go.
I can just have this?
Yeah.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
You've given me so many things.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, dude.
Oh. I actually have not
Squeeze
smoked.
the sides.
I have not smoked weed today.
What?
I've taken tincture.
I don't know if you'll like it. I did not.
Oh yeah, it is weird.
I don't like it at all.
It tastes like the smell of someone getting a perm.
Yeah, for some reason everything that's come to me recently has yang orange essential oils in it. Fucking the deodorant I use right now has that. The like tinted moisturizer I have right now has that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it does get you pretty high.
Well, that's good. Is it indica or sativa?
It's a bread.
Hybrid. I like a hybrid.
Me too.
Yeah, since I started using that vaporizer to quit smoking, I've actually quit smoking as much weed. I mean, I still smoke weed.
Just as much.
Yeah,
You're just vaping everything now.
Yeah. Usually at night is when I usually get high. And I still put tincture in my coffee. So it's not like I'm not high.
I know.
Don't worry.
I might take some of that tincture you gave me right now, actually. That's a good idea. Just so I don't come down and get sleepy.
Yeah, I think I'm going to make more tincture.
I was alone at Dumbo the other day and just did this in the theater. Because I was alone in the theater. I was like, I might as well take more.
Yeah, I'm going to make more probably next week.
I love this one because if I just want to stay high, I just do 2 squirts.
Yeah. If I take too much in the morning and then smoke weed in the afternoon, I'm fucked up the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm. I haven't been smoking that much real flower.
Yeah, I bought that Cheech and Chong vaporizer. I've been using that for flower. I haven't smoked, well, I had a cigarette today.
What?
Yeah, but just like there's a cigarette. But, yeah, I haven't smoked much of anything.
We'll smoke these dumb joints when Kelly gets here, or we could do it while we wait.
Let's figure it out.
We can light another one when she gets here too. I really don't care. I've been given so much free pot lately.
Yeah, she might not even want to smoke. She has a thing. She has to go to a
Mm.
That's a get high thing or not.
Let's light one of these toasties. They're only 9% THC. When it has a cigarette filter. These are for non-smokers for sure. Wow, it really feels like you're lighting a cigarette. That's weird. I haven't had that for a really long time. It tastes like them too. It's weird. Very echoey this spot.
It's weird that they have filters. I always assumed that was like a thing to make it so you got less high. But I guess not.
I should have figured out the ashtray thing before I lit it on fire.
In the cabinet above that mixer, there's some small Tupperware things. Put water in one of those.
I can do that. They know how to do that. I feel like I could like chain smoke these.
Yeah, this is very cigarette like.
It feels like it.
Weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like, I also feel like I could have held that in a lot longer because it's so filtered that I did.
Yeah. And like, what's the point? So you look less conspicuous?
I guess.
If you're in California, you look worse smoking a cigarette.
It's exactly what I said. Because we're not going to
Wordscape, and I like Plague Incorporated.
This one you get to choose a buddy. Do you want that buddy to help you with fishies, or do you want that buddy to help you with stripies?
Oh, wow.
They recommend the fishies guy, but then it's like, what do you want the fishy guy to wear?
Yeah.
You know, do you want to be in a pig outfit?
I'm at an upsettingly high level in Wordscape.
Yeah, I think I'm still
Oh,
waiting.
girl.
I'm at
400.
level 1,671.
Oh, that's like how I am with the other Candy Crush that I haven't even played in months because I haven't played the new Candy Crush.
Adam, I did get Plague Incorporated, and that's very fun.
Do you want to hit this?
No, I'm good, thank you.
You don't play this?
I feel like we're not even smoking weed right now.
It's so weird.
Was it very mellow?
It's super mild. It has a filter like a cigarette. It's
I like that. I
rolled
like when
a
joints have
cigarette.
filters, kind of. That's cool. It's like, because it feels like you're smoking a cigarette.
It feels, and look how this is shaped.
Like a cigarette.
It's so weird.
I'm on level 461.
It's one of those things that I play. It's so easy to just knock out like 50 rounds in like 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm like, and I wake up and I'm like, well, I don't want to get out of bed yet. And my phone's right here, so let's do this for a half hour. And it's
Yeah.
upsetting.
At least you're not looking at other people's lives and comparing them to yours.
I'm really good
That's how
about.
I feel when I play Candy Crush. It's like, at least I'm not.
And like it's the thing that's like it's making my brain active. I'm building words in my head and stuff. I'm not just like staring at a thing. Like it's somehow what do you call it? Engaging on some level.
Yeah, on Candy Crush Soda, I'm on level 1,772. Do you think this is John?
Yeah, I'm good.
I beat the bacteria level in Plague Inc. and then I beat the viral level on casual because that shit will just mutate on its own and get real wacky. Are you shushing me?
I love that sound. I just love the sound of the fire in the water. That's all. Should I call Callie?
She's here.
What?
She's good.
Nice.
We're coming, everybody. I wonder if they can hear us.
Oh my god.
Can you hear us?
You can't hear their answer.
If you can hear us, press 1 for 2.
Tell me in the comments if you can hear us.
Call
Text
me, beat me if you want to reach me.
Text 555 unpops.
Joints are stupid and I'm bringing them upstairs.
I remember we were on a live stream once and Cindy was talking to the people in the comments and she said, type 1 for yes and 2 for no. It's like they're in the comments. I just type yes or no.
Text or comment there. We will be charged $150 per text.
Cindy's funny.
Reminds me that there was a scene in News Radio where Joe Rogan was on News Radio, right?
Probably.
That sounds right.
And he bursts in the room and goes, I put 911 on speed dial. It's star 061.
Should I go upstairs?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Hey, no problem.
Hey.
My GPS took me to Scott Road, but there's no Scott Road.
Oh no.
There's a Scott
No, but
Road.
like the exit.
Oh yeah, that's not open yet.
I don't know why.
That hasn't been a thing for years.
I know. I was like, it's weird. I guess it opened already.
I haven't seen it, yeah.
You made great movie choices. I'm very excited.
Thanks. You did too.
Thank you.
Oh man.
Cute purse too. Thank you.
I'll trade you Walk the Line for Man on the Moon.
No. Too late.
Because
I don't know how I didn't think of Man on the Moon. That's how.
Oh, sit in that one. Because we're.
This one?
Yeah.
Because we're gonna be here.
Oh, okay.
I have vapes if
We're on
you want.
cam.
vapes.
Thanks. I'm so tired, so probably not.
That's okay.
But thank
I
you.
told you.
I wanted
I
to
told you.
offer. We smoked a joint first, and I was like, should we wait for Callie to smoke a joint? It was very mild, though.
No, I didn't sleep that much last night, so if I have weed right now, I won't be very fun on the podcast.
At least you
I
know
miss the
yourself.
days when how much sleep I got determined if I could smoke weed or not. Like, that's not even a factor anymore.
I just sleep a lot, to be honest.
I sometimes do.
But it happens. If I don't know. I haven't not gotten. I'm very privileged. I haven't not gotten a lot of sleep. No, I just don't push myself that hard.
Yeah, it's my fault. I'm just like, yeah, I could go out tomorrow night. Yeah, I could stay up till 5:30. I gotta wake up early tomorrow, but who cares?
You're living life to the fullest.
I don't know why I'm talking into the mic about this.
Do it. Well, we're live streaming.
Oh, we are?
I
You
think.
sure are.
Chaka, bro.
Shaka.
Just
Just only visuals, no audio for the rest.
I know. Now that I know the camera's here, I'm just gonna, when you guys are talking, I'm just gonna zone out and make faces.
People
I should have
are.
spoiled it.
Spoiler alert.
Oh gosh, I can't believe it took that long. The first ETA said 6:07.
Oh, how frustrating. I hate when that
It
shit
just
happens.
adds up and
yeah.
I'm like, God.
Well, I think I was so much louder than everyone because I was talking into the microphone.
I'm talking. I'm into it. Oh, because someone said that.
There's comments. Oh, sorry.
How dare you touch your
What?
knee with my knee? Knees.
Hey, am I still significant? I see. I don't think I'm louder than everyone. What's happening?
Am I loud?
I could be louder. I can always be. I can't be
Yeah.
more quiet, but I can always be louder.
No,
I don't know.
my mic and your mic are the same.
Simpatico.
How
And
am I?
yours is a little higher
Is it higher?
because you're so quiet.
Yeah. I'm a
Quiet
low
guy?
talker.
It's a Game of Thrones villain. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, low talker.
Oh, because they have walkers, right?
Oh, Donna said you're fine, so you're fine.
I'm
You're-
fine.
You mean she means you're fine?
Fine.
Ow!
I don't think that's what she
Ooga.
means. All right, should we get started? I have to do another one of these at 8.
I know.
Yes.
Cindy's on it.
I know, Cindy and Chuck D.
I really wanted to do that cereal one. Let me tell you, I was.
Everyone wanted to do the cereal.
Did no one want to do biopics? I wanted to do it so bad.
I love
No,
biopics.
I wanted to do best athletes of the 21st century, and no one wanted to
yeah,
do that.
no one
I
cares.
don't do sports.
I don't.
No one, even tangentially associated with this network, does.
Could do like a drag race one,
I could. That,
That'd be a fun one.
right?
I haven't watched
queens.
it though in years because I don't know where to watch it.
Oh, well, we'll talk about
Waka,
it.
waka,
after.
waka.
I'll help
Tell
you.
me.
all right, let's get us started. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Listcast. I'm your host, Adam Todd Brown. What the hell was that?
I wanted to not drink into the microphone,
Oh,
so
that's
I leaned back to gulp.
very courteous of you. That's
I realized I was drinking right as you were like, welcome. I'm like, glug, glug, glug.
that's Jessica Singer.
Hi.
This is your first time on Listcast, right?
Yeah.
How excited are you?
Ecstatic.
This is a competitive podcast.
I love winning.
We fight at the end of this.
Oh,
Yes.
physically?
We sure, yes, absolutely. And Kelly McInerney's here. You've done
Hi.
Listcast
Yeah,
before,
I'm
right?
gonna do it right this time though. Yeah, last time I just picked my favorite Christmas songs, which let me tell you, not big Hanson fans out there.
Which, why not? Hanson's fine. They play their own instruments. They write their own songs.
Also, best Christmas album of all time. I'll still stand by that till the day I
Okay.
die.
You know what I love about Hanson? How much you love them. That's
That's
my favorite thing about Hanson.
I mean, I'll take that as a compliment.
It makes me happy. I don't know anything else about them other than Kelly loves them and Mbop.
So, what are we're talking about a fun topic today. Biopics. Or biopic? Biopic?
I always say biopic.
I always say
It's a
biopic.
biographical picture, right? It's a
Yes.
biopic. That's my theory.
Biopics
Makes sense.
Thank you.
of all time. For anyone who's listening for the first time, all those big biopic enthusiasts out there who have ushered in on the power of our SEO.
I love biopics.
I do too.
And
I do
I'm
too.
a big book reader. I love
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
good biography books. Autobios usually.
Yeah.
Autobios are the best.
I haven't read a lot of books, but most of the books I've read are autobiographical. I will say that.
Except when someone's not ready to tell the truth. Like
Oh,
Scott
yeah.
Weiland wrote an autobiography, and that should have been fascinating.
Yeah.
But he was like 35 at the time, and he was like, yeah, man, I'm clean now. And it's like, no, you're not.
For now.
Yeah. Well, he's dead now.
I don't
He's
know who
super
he
clean.
is.
Scott Weiland?
Yeah.
He was in that one band.
Stone Temple Pilots?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
God damn it.
This trash
it.
in
With
my
that guy,
pocket's
Chris
distracting me.
Crocker.
Chris
not
Crocker is good.
You're not going to say Chris Cornell, are you?
That's who I was gonna say.
They were not in a band together.
Oh.
Wow, let's get back to biopics. Jesus Christ.
I'm a Hanson fan, so that's my musical taste.
They make a good soda, too. So, we're talking about...
Isn't that Henson? Is it
No, it's
Hanson?
called Hanson's.
Oh,
There's a
it's
soda called
like
Hanson's.
an organic soda.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
I think it's with an E though.
Yeah,
think
I
you're
feel like
right.
it's Henson. Thank you.
It's not. It's Hanson's. It's S-E-N.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
So why would it be Henson's? That's not...
No, but
it's Hanson.
that's how we pronounce Hanson with an E. Forget
Instead of with an O.
it. Forget it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Best biopic of all time. For anyone listening for the first time or
including myself.
including Jessica, I'll go through the rules quick.
Hi, future Jessica, if you're listening. Sorry.
Every minute I become future Jessica.
Yeah.
We each brought 5 picks for the best biopic of all time. We're going to go through them one at a time and, just kind of quickly explain why we picked it, why we think it belongs on a list of the 5 best biopics ever. And
Hell
after
yeah.
we get through all our picks, that'll give us a list of 15, and that's entirely too fucking many.
Great number though.
It is.
It's my birthday.
Oh, is it? January 5th?
15th.
Well, I don't know. Well, you said 15 is my birthday.
Oh, so he's thinking like 1-5.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So 115
Let's
is your
keep
birthday.
fighting about how things are spelled in the days of
Yeah.
things.
We'll never get done.
So after we go through each of our picks, we take turns cutting 2 from the list. That's when friendships are broken. Things get angry. Things get violent. I brought a knife.
Whoa.
I have one too.
Yeah, we all have one.
I brought a
And-
grenade.
Jesus. That's a lot.
It's like an Anchorman callback, I feel like.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So that will, after we each cut 2, that takes us to a list of 9. And then someone in the audience gets to do the save. And that someone this week is Jennifer Dutoit? Toit?
Ooh.
T-O-I-T?
I hope it's Dutoit. That's
Dutoit sounds
fancy.
fun.
That does. Let's see if
I
she's
don't
in the
think it would be
comments
twat.
Big J.
to... Twat?
Big J, are you French?
You French?
Yay.
You French, though? You fucking with France?
Oh, that is Dutoit.
Hey,
I think.
hey, you
Dutoit as
French?
fuck.
You French? I'm going to say, there's a long delay. I'm just going to keep saying that until she answers. So she's doing our save. That'll give us a list of 10, and then the audience votes on the top 5. And whoever has the number 1 pick wins.
Right the first time. What does that mean? Is it Dutoit? Was that first?
Yeah,
was
that was the
that was
first.
first.
That was
Oh,
first.
okay.
That's the logical.
She is.
There we go.
Hell yeah, dude.
She is.
Oui, oui.
Holy shit, what does that mean?
PP. No, it means yes. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So, yeah. Are we ready to get to it?
Oh man, born ready.
Hell yeah.
My biopic starts with this moment.
Who should go first? Should I go first?
Sure.
I'll go first. I'll do the one that's definitely gonna get cut immediately, just because I want, if nothing else, everyone listening to this to go watch this movie because it is fucking great, and that is Cinderella Man, which is it's a boxing movie.
Great Eminem song.
No, actually, it's not. It's just an Eminem song. But Cinderella Man, it stars Russell Crowe and
That's his name.
Renee Zellweger, and
It's my impression of her.
that's good. That does look like her.
I think it was when it was super smushed. It was when her features were kind of spread out, right?
Cinderella Man, it's an older movie.
It's
smush-
pre-Chicago.
It's still smush,
Yeah.
but she's got brown hair in it.
Oh, wow.
That's right. That's
what
right.
A hack.
And it tells it tells the 100% true story of a boxer named James Braddock, who he was he had been a fighter for a long time, but he was fine, And in the midst of him, like, he was working on the docks to make money because money that he was earning from fighting wasn't shit because he wasn't that good. And then in the middle of all this, he somehow gets a shot at the heavyweight championship of the world and fucking wins. And he not only wins, but he beat goddamn Max Baer. So this was like the boxing equivalent of World War II. And we won again because he beat the shit out of that fucking Nazi. And it is just like, you don't have to.
Boring.
No, you don't have to.
So bored.
I'm asleep.
You don't have to like boxing. You don't have to like boxing to like this movie. Like,
but it
is-
helps.
No, it doesn't matter. Like, it's just
Still
a
not gonna
really
watch it.
compelling fucking start. That's your loss if you're not gonna watch it.
Russell Crowe.
Yeah, more like
Looks-
Russell Blow.
Yeah. Looks like a pound
man.
puppy of a man
Yeah, I
in the
hate him.
face.
All right, fuck you both. Jessica, what's your next pick?
I'm so torn for who to fight this with, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna choose a better boxing movie.
I knew I was hoping you would say that. I was like,
Project your voice.
No. The Fighter.
hell yeah.
You guys, Marky Mark. That's. I mean.
Sorry, Russell Crowe's never hate crimed anybody.
I think
He just hasn't been caught, dude.
Yeah, I like
He
my
for sure has.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's a better hate criminal.
I like my dudes looking like pugs, not looking like pound puppies. So this is Mark Wahlberg playing a really good boxer that gets overshadowed by his drug-addicted brother, Christian Bale.
Ow, that's my baby right
Oh,
there.
that's the one you like.
Give me that wackadoo.
It's based. I mean, there was a documentary. I always love when a story has a documentary and a biopic because it's very interesting.
Is the doc on Netflix?
It's
or
on
anything?
HBO. It's an
Ooh.
HBO documentary.
Okay.
Yeah. Because in the beginning of this movie,
I don't think the documentary and the movie aren't the same thing, though.
but they're like they intertwine.
Yeah, the documentary's just about his crackhead brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the movie's about the brother that got overshadowed. But in the beginning, they're like filming.
So the movie's about the boring part.
But
It's Marky Mark and Amy Adams.
an Oscar winner, Christian Bale.
Thank
Because he won the
you.
Oscar for
She
it.
plays that cat. Oh, it's Amy Adams, right?
Yeah.
And she plays like
Hasn't Russell Crowe won Oscars?
Doesn't
yeah
count.
for like the
Okay.
the Schmadiator or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Go on.
Amy Adams is like that classic wife of a boxer, bartender, brassy Boston bitch, and she is so good.
Yeah.
She wears like a white tank top and a bra you can see through it and slings beers. And I love her. It's just, I mean, everyone's performance is stellar.
It's the only David O. Russell movie I love, too.
Is that the director?
Yeah, he did I Heart Huckabees and American Hustle or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
All
I
those
don't
movies
like
that look
American
good because
Hustle.
they have a bunch of great cast in it, but then turns into shit.
Yeah, I think
This one
is
not.
I think this is good because it's simple.
Yeah.
I think in the other stuff he tries to overcomplicate it with like multiple storylines, and this is just like a really good simple story,
hmm
and everyone's hot.
Yeah, I loved it. I was gonna put that one on my list, but you beat me to it. But it's fine as long as we're talking about it.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah.
Kelly, what's
My
your
turn.
first pick?
I'm gonna say straight out the gate, one of my favorite movies. If it wasn't 3 hours long, I'm trying to see if you could guess it.
Is it The Aviator?
Yeah.
I almost chose The Aviator.
Yo, I love this movie.
It's a really good movie.
So but it's so long. It would be one of my favorite movies of all time if it was like just 2 hours. But his depiction of Howard Hughes descending into madness is insane. And then at the end, like he's still nuts. I watched this after like The Departed, and then I fell in love with Martin Scorsese. I'm young, that's why. But I love it. This is one of those movies that I don't really. The story's cool. It's fascinating how like much he's screwed up, but also it's just like Leo killing it. Also think he was robbed of the Oscar. Ray won,
yeah.
which didn't like, and I don't want to spoil the list, but it's not. We didn't choose Ray. We chose The Aviator.
I almost chose Ray.
It's not as good.
I almost chose
Ray
The
was
Aviator, but I
really
didn't want.
fucking good.
Ray
There's
was
a better
really
there's a
good.
better musical biopic that somebody chose.
Well, it's not like there can only be one good musical
know.
biopic.
I know, but it was just like.
There can be one that's the worst, and that's Bohemian Rhapsody,
Yeah.
which also no one picked.
Also, I'm very proud of us for not choosing that.
Oh, that's because it's a bad movie
Yeah.
about a not good band.
Can I spoil one that I almost chose but didn't?
Later.
Okay.
But,
We have a whole section where we go through stuff that almost made our list.
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, The Aviator rules. It's so good. Leo is the best, and yeah, everybody should watch it if you have like 5 hours to kill. But it's worth it. I swear, it's one of those that you won't fall asleep to because he's so good.
And there's some really good shots in that movie where like they're just like the walk and talk shit that Martin Scorsese does, where just like you're taking a really long scene that moves
Yeah.
through a room and shit.
Hmm. And Kate Blanchett, I believe, won the Oscar for her depiction of Catherine Hepburn.
Zeta Jones.
I think you're right. I think she
Yeah.
did win. She was a cool ass Hepburn.
She's rules too. She's also one of those chameleons that can do no wrong. You know, it's like one of those movies that just it's great. Everybody's great. That's it.
That was a strong ending.
Everybody's great.
Punch the table. All right, my next pick. I have a love-hate relationship with this movie, and that movie is Walk the Line.
I love it.
I love it, but I hate Joaquin Phoenix's portrayal of Johnny Cash. He makes Johnny Cash look fucking retarded. And Johnny Cash was a incredibly smart person. He had a southern accent, but that didn't mean he was stupid.
Yeah, he's very slow.
But Joaquin Phoenix made Johnny Cash look stupid. And in spite of that, Walk the Line is a great fucking movie. Reese Witherspoon deserved the fucking Oscar,
Yeah,
and
I
she
do
got
love
it.
her. I do love
She
her.
was great in that. And it's a fairly accurate portrayal of that part of Johnny Cash's life. Walk the Line should be a franchise because, like, they don't even get to Johnny Cash almost getting killed by an ostrich. That's pretty important.
Whoa.
wow.
That's a great story.
I'm
Check
afraid
out
of ostriches,
this week's
too.
episode of Pretty Scary. But I fucking love Walk the Line. I saw it in theaters twice. I owned the DVD back when people did that stupid
I
shit.
have the fancy DVD.
Oh,
I
Is that one of those?
I think I got the I don't remember what there was to it, but I
Y'all
know
got
I had
some
the deluxe.
commentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that soundtrack I still listen to. Like, I think their singing in it is so good. I think that's also why Bohemian Rhapsody sucks, because it's not him singing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
and
like when they try.
I even love the parody movie of it, which is
Walk Hard.
Walk Hard. Walk Hard is fucking great.
It's so good.
It's
I've
really
never seen
fucking
Walk the
good.
Line. I've seen Walk Hard several times.
I
Walk
li-
Hard is great.
I only watched it once and I hated it, but I want to watch it again because it was before like I started doing comedy and
Oh,
stuff.
you should see it again.
So now I feel like I'll appreciate it. Yeah.
It's so good.
I did once put it on at work and then realized that they say the N-word in it in a scene and was like, oops. So
Yeah.
that part doesn't age well, but everything else is great.
Well, yeah, I don't remember exactly what part they say the N-word, but there is a part where he sings, where John C. Reilly sings a song called "You Gotta Love Your Negro Man."
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
But what they're doing is playing off
Yeah.
of how white musicians just stole black musicians' shit
Yeah.
Fully.
back then.
But if you just have people walking by
Yeah,
that don't
Well,
know the
yeah.
context.
obviously.
But yeah.
You should have just put that on loop. See how it goes. And then explain it to everyone who asks instead of just letting the movie play. Just a thought.
Sounds
Sounds
like a
like-
fun day at work.
Sounds like
Yeah.
a completely different job than I have.
Anyway, Walk
Walk
the
the
Line. I still like it.
Great.
Jessica, what's your next pick?
Oh my god. Should I stick with musical biopics? The Runaways. I
Yeah.
love The Runaways.
I like The Runaways a lot.
The Runaways made me cut my hair when I was 18 years old. The Runaways is about
This is the one with Kristen Stewart.
she followed around Joan Jett for
Yeah.
a year
I remember.
in
that.
order to like get all of her mannerisms down in all of her stuff. She portrays a mean ass Joan Jett. The only thing Joan Jett doesn't like about the portrayal is that she's like she wears leather pants too much. I wore jeans a lot. So it's about the band The Runaways, which was like one of the first all-female punk bands to go mainstream. Joan Jett from Joan Jett the Blackhearts is not the lead. It's Sherry Curry, who's played by Dakota Fanning.
She's also great in it.
She does so well. And Sherry Curry freaked the fuck out when she heard Dakota Fanning was playing her because it's one of her favorite actresses, apparently, which was so cute.
Nice.
It's really good. It shows young girls being cool and doing rock and roll and fucking up and getting fucked up and then fixing it. Good outfits, good music.
Joan Jett was my first concert.
I've seen her live. She's so good.
Yeah.
I was 6.
Oh.
I saw her at Six Flags. We fucked around at Six Flags all day. Then I got to see Joan Jett
That's
at the end of the night.
cool.
It was pretty great.
That's great. I saw her at the Ventura County Fair just like 2 years ago.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
What fair have you seen Joan Jett
I
at?
saw her at Skate and Surf Festival, which was like a Warped Tour. But
Did
just
you
in New
really?
Jersey. Yeah. I
Has anyone seen her indoors?
swear. That was an indoor thing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The Runaways is a great time. It's a great movie to just put on when you're getting ready. Just as like a pump up. I love that movie.
It is pretty good. Kelly, what's your next pick?
I don't have a musical one, but man, I don't know. I'm gonna say The Social Network. I really love this movie. I think David Fincher was robbed of an Oscar for this because it's not just a good story, but the music is great in it. The acting's great in it. It's such a boring concept. Like, oh, let's talk about how Mark Zuckerberg made Facebook, but it's not a boring movie. It's so dramatic and juicy, and Andrew Garfield is a babe. I love it.
Fuck Facebook.
I find the music heavy-handed.
Yeah, the music is
It's like,
just
feel like this.
the
And I'm like,
music
but
is
that was like-
just a Nine Inch Nails album, which has nothing to do with the founding
He
of
won
Facebook.
the Oscar for that, I think, the score.
I know.
I
because
remember
the
being
Oscars,
upset.
because the Oscars are bullshit.
I
Of course, he won a fucking Oscar for it.
Man, I don't know. I thought that should have won Best Picture instead of The King's Speech.
Oh, I loved the King's
Oh,
Speech. That was almost
fuck
on my
that.
list.
Sorry.
The King's Speech. I almost put the King's Speech on
Yeah,
my
me
list.
too.
That
It's
shit
really
was
good.
so good.
I've only
But it's
seen
just
it once.
because he's good in it. Colin Firth. It's just him. Where this
And
is
the social network's just good because motherfuckers like Facebook.
no, and I like the directing style, and
Mm.
I like Fincher stuff.
Yeah, I don't
what
think
you
I
haven't
like
had, what you
Fincher.
haven't said yet is that you like the movie.
I do like. No, I just said it. It's a
She
boring
did.
concept, but the movie's not boring.
Mm.
It's dramatic and juicy, and
I like the
Juicy.
part when those guys are rowing.
yeah, Army Hammer
Yeah,
playing
that's
2
hot.
dudes. That was fucking
Army
sick.
Hammers.
Yeah,
I was
Army
into
can
that.
hammer into me. His
I don't get
dick.
it. What do you mean?
You get it? His dick. His dick.
Oh, his dick?
Yeah, yeah.
Like sex?
yeah.
Holy
like,
shit.
Like this.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
Ow.
No, that's a good pick. I didn't. Yeah,
Eh.
the movie was fine. I didn't like the soundtrack. I thought people were
Yeah. Well, agree to
too
disagree.
into it. Too into it for my taste.
I like at the end they had "Baby You're a Rich Man" by the Beatles. That was pretty cool.
That's cute.
How they when they said what happened.
Was it like an industrial goth version
No,
of
no.
it?
It started with the whatever drum or guitar.
What do I keep knocking
don't know.
over? This thing? Oh, I'm high.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm going to go with, for my next pick, the better version of Walk the Line, which is Coal Miner's Daughter, which
what?
is,
Yeah, what is that?
it is a biopic about the fucking fantastic Loretta Lynn. And it is a movie I watched about 1 million times as a child because my mom loved it so much.
She's a SpaceX head. Spacehead?
I think she more liked Loretta Lynn.
Oh, okay.
And Loretta Lynn is great. If you've never heard, if nothing else, listen to the album Loretta Lynn made with Jack White,
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
which is called Van Leer Rose. They have a song on it called Portland, or it might be called Portland, Oregon. It's either Portland or Portland,
I
Oregon.
don't know how we'll find
Definitely
it.
about Portland, Oregon.
It's
though.
definitely got a theme to it either way. But Loretta Lynn, I would argue the greatest country female artist of all time. One of just the greatest country artists of all
Better
time.
than Carrie Underwood.
A little bit
Sorry.
better than Carrie Underwood.
But not Dolly Parton. Oh, wow.
I mean, they're like neck and
Okay,
neck.
I'll have to watch this.
There's
Uh,
no Lynn Wood. There's Dolly Wood or Loretta Wood. Never mind.
Well, that's because she was married to an awful man who partially ruined her life even after she got famous. And that's what this movie is about. It's about her. It's a lot like another movie that probably could have been on this list that I didn't think of, which is What's Love Got to Do with It?
I almost put that
The
too.
Tina
I
Turner
like a lot
biopic.
of biopics.
Yeah, the Tina Turner biopic is great. And it's
I just haven't seen
kind
it
of,
since I was a kid, so I didn't remember
Yeah.
if it's actually good.
but Coal Miner's Daughter, Sissy Spacek won an Oscar for it. It is, it's really good. It's an older movie, so it's a little slower than The Social Network. Trent Reznor didn't do the soundtrack.
So I'm gonna pass on watching that. No.
But it's really fucking good, and it's an amazing story. The shit she went through with that husband of hers, who I don't think she ever left. I think she was just eventually like, well, fuck you, I'm gonna be a country singer, and you're gonna be all right with it.
Wow.
Pretty crazy.
Sorry, I was just nothing.
What is happening?
Wait, didn't she win the Oscar for that one too?
I just said that. Yeah, Sissy Spacek won it.
Oh, it's Sissy Spacek?
God damn. I'm just
Carrie.
gonna talk to the camera from now on.
I do love her, though. That's Carrie, right?
They're all gonna laugh at you.
It is Carrie.
I like her.
Yeah.
I'll watch it. I'll watch that for sure.
Coal Miner's Daughter is great. Jessica, what's your next pick?
Let's do Catch Me If You Can. This is why I didn't pick The Aviator, because I didn't want to pick two Leonardo DiCaprio movies. Catch Me If You Can is about a con artist. I believe he starts in the 60s, and he just starts writing fake checks. It's played by Leonardo DiCaprio. He lives like 7 lives. He pretends to be like a doctor. He pretends to be a fucking pilot. That's what a flight person is. A pilot. And the whole time, Tom Hanks is this FBI investigator trying to catch him.
I get it.
Who is it about?
What's his name?
His name's Frank something.
Frank It looks like Argyle, but or what is it? Frank.
I don't know.
See, that's how I
Frank
know it's a
something.
good movie, but not one of the best biopics.
I was
Because
just.
No Aviator.
We barely know who it's about.
No, it's fun.
But you wouldn't
though.
know anything about this guy if there wasn't a movie.
Yeah, I really liked it. I like how he would buy like toy planes and take the logo off that and put it on the checks or something. What did he put it on? Something.
He used to put it on the checks.
Yeah.
And to change all the little numbers. There was a bunch of little smart. He was a smart guy.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he was a cutie because he was played by Leonardo DiCaprio. And it is about Abagnale. That's his last name. Frank Abagnale Jr. That's why it's just hard to say. I said it was like Argyle.
Have you seen the Frank Argyle movie? Fucking great. It's so good.
But yeah, Catch Me If You I feel like it's a movie that should not have had my attention at a young age because it's about a sophisticated thing, but it was done so well that I was like, it's interesting.
It was very mainstreamy though for what it was about.
That's
like
true. It's probably one of my favorite Steven Spielberg movies because I'm not a huge Spielberg fan.
that's Spielberg?
That's what I'm saying. It's
Oh, I
not as
thought it-
heavy-handed of most of his stuff.
Dude, I thought it was Scorsese for some reason.
Because it's good Spielberg.
Yeah,
That's why. Yeah.
Makes sense.
That's a good pick. Yeah, I've seen it. I saw it when it came out, but I haven't seen it since. But I remember liking it.
It's
My mom
good.
loves that movie.
Yeah.
She loves Leo.
It's one of those ones where I've seen parts of it a bunch, but I've probably only seen it all the way through like twice.
I guess my next pick is Milk, about Harvey Milk,
Milk.
which, Sean Penn, not a good guy, great actor, though.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's like, I want to not like you. Another bad guy in it that's a good actor, James Franco.
Yep.
Who at the time I was in love with, and it was great. And also, like, this is a movie just like so many great people, like, chameleoning it up in it. Like, Emile Hirsch was in it too,
That's right.
and Josh Brolin plays his shooter, right? Didn't he shoot?
I think you're right.
And he was this politician, also.
yeah.
Right.
And Josh Brolin rules, man. Like, he's so underrated, and he's always that guy in that movie that's so good. Also, I interviewed him once, and he called me pretty cool.
Josh Brolin, the first New Year's Eve I lived in LA, got arrested for being drunk in public outside the Wakano restaurant, which was a block from my apartment. And I was like, fuck yeah, LA.
He's my hero, dude.
Yeah, that's happening
yeah.
in my neighborhood.
Hell
That's
yeah,
dope.
dude.
Yeah, I like Josh Brolin a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's so good. And this movie, you know, it's heartbreaking, but it's also uplifting. Like, it's fascinating to see how, you know, it paved the way for, how Harvey Milk paved the way for gay, LGBTQ people everywhere. And he was a legend. It's always, these movies are so, like, just like Bobby, too. Like, remember when you used to care about your politicians and they used to do good stuff? And now they're just shitheads. This was like, oh man, I wish we had those people still out there.
Yeah,
There
it's
was a
crazy
drag-
how all of them got shot.
There's
Yeah.
a drag queen that got elected in Echo Park,
Oh, that's cool.
which is pretty cool.
That is cool.
Hell
it's a
yeah.
fun
I live there. I
fact.
should know that.
It's okay. I don't know what their real name is, you know? So-
Also,
It's
he won the
fine.
Oscar for this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he did.
yeah, he did for sure. That's
Yeah.
a good movie.
Yeah, Milk was really good.
It's like there's a lot of close-up
Makes me
crime
thirsty
shot.
though. Just thinking of it. I'm like, I want some milk.
Are you a milk drinker?
Not really. I mean, with cookies.
Yeah.
Like, I need to dunk.
Well, yeah, of
cookies.
course, everyone.
I'm not an animal.
Yeah. But I can fuck up a gallon of milk in a couple days.
No.
I love it.
I need cereal or donuts or cookies in order to drink milk.
Yeah, if I have it, it won't last for sure. But
Right.
that's why I don't
Really?
buy it. Because then I'll kill that
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
And I'm definitely gonna buy cereal or cookies or donuts or all of those things if I have milk.
Mm-hmm.
Milk is great.
Yeah.
I hate that the alt-right tried to like co-opt it and make it a thing where it's like, oh, now I'm racist if I drink milk. Fuck you. I'm
What?
taking milk back. You don't remember that?
No.
That was I don't think it ever
Are you-
caught on, but there was this moment in time
let-
where
just
the
let 'em have it.
alt-right.
Yeah.
This actually,
you're so against it.
I research politics for a living.
I know, I don't know
This-
anything.
Absolutely happened, and it bothered me a lot because I fucking like milk.
It's fine.
God damn it!
Chocolate milk
Ooh,
and
fuck it
strawberry
up.
milk.
We should do a list cast about the best milks.
Yeah, I'm down.
Vitamin D,
Almond milk is good.
2%.
I got this
No.
blueberry lavender almond milk. That
Ooh.
shit was good in some like vanilla crunchy cereal.
That's good.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
like a
almond milk
muffin.
because it lasts like 3 years.
Yeah.
That's why I buy almond milk, because you could just keep it in your cupboard and be like, I need milk. I got that almond milk I got 3 years ago.
Ugh, gross.
It's good in cereal. Like, I don't like drinking it.
Mm.
no,
Just
the
like-
texture's
yeah.
weird.
What's the texture like?
It's just
Just
water.
like ground up almonds.
It feels like a little mealy.
It's
to
dust.
me.
Oh, see, mine is like very watery. It's like skim milk. You know that shit?
So one of your almond milks is not good.
I feel like it depends on the brand.
Yeah, also,
Nah.
you got a fancy one. Honey
That one
lavender.
wasn't mealy. That one was good.
Yeah.
My next pick. Which of these should I go with next?
do
haven't
do the
seen
second one.
either of
Do
them,
the second
so-
one.
Do the second one and
Yeah.
make the other one my first. All right, I'm gonna go with Straight Out of Motherfucking Compton. Did you just say you haven't seen either of these?
Yep.
What the
Oh,
fuck
wow.
is wrong with
They're
you?
both really good.
They are both amazing. Straight Outta Compton is, at least among rap music biopics, it's the best.
I heard it's very good.
And just among music biopics, it's one of the best also. It has a scene in it. It's about NWA, if people don't know. And
What's NWA?
it is a rap group from Compton,
Oh,
which is a
that's why
section
it's
of
called
California.
Straight Outta Compton.
Right, right. And it does a pretty decent job of chronicling the how that band or how that group came to be. They completely cut JJ Fad out of the story, which is sad because a lot of the money that went into producing the Straight Outta Compton album came from Dr. Dre producing that JJ Fad album that had Supersonic on it, and they cut all of that shit out, which is bullshit. But otherwise, it is wildly fucking entertaining. Ice Cube's son plays Ice Cube, and he is fantastic in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a
Oh, I heard that.
it's
Mhm.
got
Yeah.
a scene in it.
Cute.
He looks like him too, right?
Yeah.
That's why he was cast.
It's got a scene
They're
in it
weirdly similar.
that
Who knew?
I dreamed of seeing my entire life, which is NWA hearing the song No Vaseline for the first time, which was a diss track that Ice Cube wrote about them after he left the group. And there is a scene of them sitting in the room hearing it. And it was like, I had always wondered what it looked like the first time. Because he basically ended NWA's career with a song. Like, they were done after he did that. And so that's fucking great. And, I mean, the music's fantastic because it's NWA, and that Straight Outta Compton album is really great. And you should all go watch it if you haven't seen it.
Wow, you didn't mention the #1 performance in that film?
Which is?
Paul Giamatti.
Oh, yeah, Paul Giamatti.
That's why I was going to do mine next, because I thought maybe you'd say...
Paul Giamatti plays Jerry Heller, the devil shit packer, as Ice Cube called him, on a very homophobic and anti-Semitic album called Death Certificate that came out in the early 90s.
Wow.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
He did, yeah. Yeah, Straight Outta Compton's fucking great.
Doesn't seem like you like it that much.
I know, right?
It's funny because he loves it.
Yeah.
I've seen it a bunch of times. It's really good. Jessica, what's your next pick?
Well, Paul Giamatti's other hit that year, being a shitty manager and ruining an artist's life, Love and Mercy.
I don't know who this is about.
Oh my God, it's about the
Beach
guy.
Boys.
Yeah, it's about what's his name from the Beach Boys?
Brian Wilson.
Oh, Brian Wilson.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, wow.
I'm very stoned. It's so good. I can't believe you haven't seen Love and Mercy. It's on Hulu.
I love Brian Wilson.
I keep falling asleep watching it, but I
Really?
want to watch it.
It's so good to me. It's Paul Dano playing young Brian Wilson and John Cusack playing older Brian Wilson. And they're both pretty much autistic. But, like, they're so good. Paul Dano's, like, discovering music and bringing all these animals into the orchestra. Like, 'cause it's about the making of Pet Sounds, basically, which is the album he made while everyone else was on tour. And he was like, I don't want to perform. I want to make music. I'll make an album for us. And it's really cool because a lot of people know about when Brian Wilson was, like, bedridden for 10 years in the 70s. But this movie skips that. It does the 60s, and then it jumps to the 80s.
The 80s were worse.
We're worse, exactly.
When he was
'cause-
under that psychiatrist care.
Well, exactly, and that shows him under Paul Giamatti's care, who is his manager / bad person. And it jumps back and forth. And also his love interest in the latter half of his life is played by Elizabeth Banks, who's my birthday twin, and I love her.
I love Elizabeth Banks. She's great.
So good.
She's really
okay,
great.
Pitch Perfect sucks.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about Pitch Perfect.
Elizabeth Banks has amazing timing, and she's beautiful, and I love her.
Yeah, she does have really great timing.
Yeah.
She's a good comedic actor.
Yeah,
40-year-old virgin, dude.
she's so
That's
funny.
like her breakout.
Yeah.
And she's so good in it. Is
I-
that a biopic? No.
She's in 40-Year-Old Virgin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is.
She's like the
she
one
ends
of
up
the
hooking up with Seth Rogen at the end. She's like
Oh,
the
yeah,
slutty
yeah,
girl that
yeah.
works at the bookstore,
Okay.
where he just asks questions and she's into it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my bike in your trunk. Oh, she thought it was like a come on. He has a bicycle.
Yeah, I remember.
But Love and Mercy, I highly recommend it. I also grew up on the Beach Boys, but never really got into Pet Sounds because I just knew like the classic surfery stuff.
Pet
So-
Sounds is one of my favorite albums.
Oh, well, then you should for sure see this movie.
Well, I saw there was another Beach Boys movie that I've seen that was also about the making of Pet Sounds.
This is probably better.
Probably. But
It's edited really well.
Pet Sounds is so good.
Yeah.
It's such a good album. So is Smile, which didn't come out for another 20 years.
There's like I was reading the IMDb fun facts for this, and there's like a thing that Brian Wilson is like humming in the pool when he's being delusional, and that's something from Smile, which is pretty cool. And also Paul Dano improv'd a lot of the lines when he was doing the orchestral scenes. And it's really
no rules too.
yeah, he really commits. It's
Yeah.
really good.
Dano!
Dano.
Callie, what's your next pick?
Man, I'm gonna say, only because I haven't watched the other one in years and I'm not confident with it, I'm gonna say Vice. I liked Vice a lot. A lot of people didn't like it. I loved it because it's another one of those stories that's about a dumb guy and you don't like him, but the movie makes it fun. Like, There's. Have you guys seen it?
No.
I've seen it, and I disagree with you so much.
I
That is
like-
a fucking horror movie.
Oh, I wasn't a huge fan of Adam McKay's The Big Short. Like I'm not.
I like The Big Short.
I'm not a huge fan of. I don't know. I couldn't get into it mostly because like I hated that Margot Robbie cutaway. Like the cutaways were kind of forced to me. But these things, I thought that it was really good. I like there's like a false ending thing that's funny. It just I liked his style of filmmaking in this because it made such a dull thing better. And Christian Bale's a fucking god, as we all know. There are a lot of weak people in it, though. I agree. Like Amy Adams was just herself.
No, I'm not saying that. I don't think it was fun. I think
I thought it was fun. The whole theater was laughing.
Yeah, and that's the problem. It took a person who literally should be tried for war crimes and made it funny. It's like the only funny parts of that movie was when Dick Cheney had multiple fucking heart attacks. Every time he almost died, I thought that was funny. Everything else was white people laughing at Muslims getting fucking slaughtered. I hated that movie. But I get it. I get why people who aren't impacted by that or don't care about it could get a chuckle out of it. But I thought it just really romanticized one of history's biggest fucking villains.
See, I disagree because it shows he's still so shitty. He's still like it's not like sugarcoating. They don't really show him being nice. Like him and his wife are just like, you got to do this to get the power. Like they're shitty people, you know. But it just was.
I didn't
funny.
see it because Dick Cheney scares me.
Yeah,
Dick Cheney's terrifying.
Yeah, like I feel like I've been ingrained since I was like 7 years old that he's like a terrible, scary man.
Yeah.
So I'm terrified.
But Christian Bale is great.
Christian Bale was
at
great
it.
as Dick Cheney.
And then
I'll have to watch it.
And Sam Rockwell as
Sam Rockwell is great
Dude.
as George Bush.
Oh, I like
George
both.
Bush.
Oh, okay. I
was
gotta
so
see
good.
it. I gotta see it.
But Steve Carell's Rumsfeld was just him being Steve Carell.
Steve Carell needs to calm down with the roles he's trying to do.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Welcome
That's a
to
whole other
Marwin.
thing.
We're like,
Oh,
no, thank you.
yeah.
I couldn't.
It was bad.
I didn't see it. I'll never see that piece of hot garbage. It looks terrible.
I mean, I loved the documentary,
okay.
so I thought it was gonna be good. But sorry, go
I
ahead.
didn't know there's a doc.
The documentary's better.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked Vice.
It's about Steve Carell making Welcome to Marwin.
I like Vice because I came in with not that big of expectations because I didn't like The Big Short. Ended up loving it. Vice. It was I don't know. Even though you're right, we shouldn't romanticize assholes, but it does show how shitty he was.
I mean, it's not just that he's an asshole. Like, there's a lot
He's
of
like a monster.
Like
You
he's
know-
a monster.
you know, now that I think about it, what I should have put on the list for my movie that's definitely going to get cut, which someone brought up the same point about it, is it called Can You Ever Forgive Me?
I've never
The
seen
movie that just
Yeah.
came out with
Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy.
That was a snooze fest central, baby.
Fuck off! That movie was so good.
Who's it about?
But it's
A
about
writer.
it's-
Lee something.
It's about she was a writer, but she forged letters from writers and sold them to book collectors and book dealers.
It was
And I
nominated
remember-
for a bunch
she
of
was
shit.
famous for writing she was famous for writing biographies though.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Ties into
And
Yes.
I remember I brought
does.
that movie up and someone was like, I wouldn't see it because of the subject matter. It's like, okay, like she conned some art or some book dealers and you're that upset about it. It's like Vice,
She conned people that already had a lot of money. It sounds like.
and
which
and the
doesn't really
reason I
bother
bring
me.
that up, it's not that I think it's not romanticizing assholes in the like even I think the W movie I think did a better job of not making him seem that funny. But like with Vice, I don't know. It's
Well,
not that he was an asshole. He is
Yeah.
a war criminal.
Also, W was Oliver Stone. Of course, it's not going to be funny at all.
Yeah, that's
So-
true.
And
W
Josh
also-
Brolin.
W also came out too soon.
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh,
he was
yeah, it
still
did.
in office.
He was still in
Yeah.
office.
I remember being in high school and I was like, this is too soon.
Yeah.
But also, how shitty of a president do you have to be?
For that to
Where
come out
the-
while you're still
yeah.
president.
And how are there no Trump movies yet?
Dude, I'm going to lose my
'Cause he's-
mind when Will Smith gets cast as Obama.
I thought you were going to say Trump.
Yeah, me too. I didn't know where it was going.
That would be amazing. Jaden Smith's going to play Trump.
Love it.
I'll see it.
Yeah.
We'd
I'd
all
see
pay to see that, I think.
All right. Last pick. This is just a great fucking movie, biopic or otherwise. It is one of the saddest fucking movies you will probably ever see. It stars Benedict Cumberbatch, who is a worldwide treasure, and
He's
the movie
fine.
is
Lizard.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
what the fuck is wrong with you? He's
He's
great.
a lizard. He
What
looks
the
like-
fuck is wrong with both of you?
Doctor Strange can eat my dick.
Oh, I like
I
Doctor
hate
Strange.
that
I like
shit.
Doctor
That's-
Strange
I
too,
like it.
and
I
I
thought it was
also
a good time
loved.
at the movies.
Huh?
I thought it was a good time at the movies.
I also loved The Imitation Game, which is about Alan Turing. And either of you seen it?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah,
It's
I think
so
it's fine.
fucking good.
It's good. I like it's one of those movies where I get that it's good, but I don't feel like it's for me.
I mean,
I
it's
don't- like,
I didn't see it.
I thought
well,
it
it's
was
about a
fine.
mathematician who basically
Oh,
was.
you mean A Beautiful Mind?
Wow. Neither of you deserve this movie. It's
That's
so
fine.
fucking
I'll
good.
agree with you.
And it's such a tragic story. It's about a dude who was gay and basically got forced into being castrated.
oh no, I
over
do like
it.
I do
What?
like the Imitation Game.
Yeah,
there's the other,
it's
He
there's
got- he
another
had his-
movie I don't like. Oh, I was thinking of this. I was thinking of a different movie.
Is
I like the Imitation Game.
Castro? He got his dick cut off.
yeah.
I was thinking it was the Stephen Hawking
because
movie.
at
Theory of Everything.
Yeah, I was
I
thinking
hate that
Theory of
movie.
Everything, and I was like, that movie's not that good. Imitation Game is great. You're right.
there was a
I have a great impression of Stephen Hawking. Can I borrow your glasses?
You won't be able to see.
I know, but this is my impression for the viewers out there. This is it. Because he has his glasses like
that was good.
I couldn't see it.
But
it would just be doing
the
cookie
fucking
glasses.
Imitation Game.
It's great. It's great.
It's one of the saddest stories in the history of the fucking world. Alan Turing basically won World War II by building a computer. Like without Alan Turing, the Nazis probably win World War II. Our fucking bomb that we dropped on Japan had very little to do with it because Russia was already invading Germany and Germany was fucked. Alan Turing is the reason we won World War II, and they forced him into chemical castration for being a homosexual.
Chemical?
Yeah,
So you had to put your dick in like some
you
acid?
take pills.
Oh.
And
Sorry.
I was like, yes, that is what happened.
God, that sucks. So then it just falls off?
it's a good movie. You should watch it. The
Yeah.
Imitation Game.
It's a really good movie.
I mean, you had me at castration. Now I'm interested.
Oh, if they had castrated
should
Dick
rewatch
Cheney
it.
in Vice, I would have probably liked it more.
that could have been a cool ending. You said
Yeah.
alternate ending.
Instead, he just turned on his gay daughter at one point.
Yeah, pretty
so
fucked up.
sad.
Mm.
He's a terrible
Yeah.
guy.
Made me hiccup real hard.
Jessica, what's your last pick?
This warm-hearted film, one of my favorite biopics ever, starring Margot Robbie and Allison Janney. Give it way up for I, Tonya.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Allison Janney. I love Allison Janney. She's incredible, and she plays the mom so well. And it's good to know when I was reading about this. Okay, so it's the story about Tanya Harding and how she accidentally paid someone to beat up that other bitch.
Allegedly.
Accidentally?
Allegedly.
She didn't want her to
accidentally.
get hurt that bad. It like happened the way they portray it
Yeah.
is that the real dumb guy in town was like, I'm gonna be a real tough guy, and just went
He's
way
great.
too far, and like was not actually what she was trying to do at all.
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's-
I know what their argument is.
It's great.
I haven't seen it.
You
No,
haven't
I'm
seen
just
it?
kidding.
Oh, okay. Allison Janney.
love
It's
it.
also great to know she plays the mom. She does a great job. She only did like 6 days of work on set and won an Academy Award. She also hates birds and she won't say she hates them. She says she doesn't like them, and she had to do it with the whole parakeet on her shoulder. which
I
was-
hate them.
It was,
I hate birds too.
It was
so
written for her. Did you know that? Because she went to school. She went to acting class with the screenwriter. I went to like an AFI thing, and they had like a Q&A with the screenwriter and
Yeah.
the director after, and Sebastian Stan. And he's like, I've been trying to work with Allison for years, but she's always busy.
yeah.
So I would always write parts for her. And then this part, her friend wrote her a part to give her an Oscar.
And then this great movie got made.
yeah,
That makes me so happy.
so good.
I just really enjoyed it. I think it's really funny and it's really serious and it's really well edited. The lighting's good. Just a good film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree. I liked it a lot.
Lots of good scrunchies.
Yeah. Sad, kind of heartbreaking at the end too.
Yeah, there's also documentaries that are about this that are also good.
Yeah, that's what the videos are based off of.
Mhm.
Yeah. I loved that movie.
It's a great movie.
My last choice is a little movie called Man on the Moon, which also has a documentary on Netflix, which shows how crazy Jim Carrey is.
That Jim Carrey documentary is nuts.
It's
Yeah.
nuts, and if you love Man on the Moon, it is fascinating.
Yeah. Or love Jim Carrey. I was like,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
you're nuts, but I love you.
Well, it's crazy how it makes you makes you hate Jim Carrey, and you're also very inspired by Jim
Yep,
Carrey
yep.
watching it.
100%.
Like the
yeah.
interviews in between him being crazy, where he's kind of explaining why he was doing that. It's
Mhm.
like Jim Carrey's like the smartest person on earth.
Yeah.
Like this, it's amazing.
The
Yeah.
moments he has with the real members of the family
Creepy.
are so intense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nuts.
But the movie,
But
it's
the movie,
good.
sorry.
It's great. Yeah. Yeah, he did. He was method in this. It's just great. Also, Andy was not that good of a guy either, but it's just
Mm-mm.
fun. Was Danny DeVito in the movie too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is great because he actually knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a great biopic.
Was Andy Kaufman in it?
He could
He
be.
was. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, according to Jim Carrey, yeah, he was.
Jesus Christ.
I think he was robbed of the Oscar for that. He wasn't even nominated.
That's
really,
stupid.
Really frustrated with Jim Carrey's career with the Oscars, to be honest. We'll get into that another
Yeah,
day.
he should have won one by now.
Should have won for the Truman Show. He
Oh,
wasn't even
Truman Show's
nominated for the
great.
Truman Show,
Mm.
dude. And he won the best. He won the Golden Globe for it.
They're
In
gonna give-
drama.
They're going to give him an Academy Award for something he doesn't deserve
Yeah.
to make up for all the
Ain't
ones he
that
didn't
always
want.
the way?
That's what
Yeah,
happened.
Like
that's
Heath Ledger, he should have got it for Brokeback Mountain. God damn it,
Yeah.
and he got it for Batman.
I
Ugh,
love.
that's so
I mean, it's
Brokeback
great.
Mountain
I mean,
should have won anyway. Ugh, Crash. I hate it.
Crash,
I hate it.
so problematic.
and it didn't
Yeah.
even fix racism.
No.
Not even a little bit.
It promised.
Yeah, but it's
Man on the Moon's really great.
Yeah.
It
It's
is
a
so good.
great story about comedy and Andy Kaufman. You know, that's it. That's all.
What's
I
her
got.
name does great too. Courtney Love.
Yeah.
She's really good in that.
Mm.
I don't like her, but she does a really good job in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
You won't admit it, but you
Mm-mm.
know it's true.
No,
He
I will not admit it.
knows it's true.
All right, so those are all our picks. Now we have to take turns cutting some shit. Should we go in reverse order?
Yeah.
Oh, good. This will be fun. Kelly, what
Wait,
are you going to cut
Do I
first?
cut 2 or 1?
Just cut one for now, and then we'll come back to you.
Well, I'm gonna cut Cinderella Man because
That-
it sounded sleepy, and you knew it was gonna get cut.
I knew it was going to get cut, but also it's your loss. It's if people don't go watch that movie, I feel bad for you. Jessica, what are you going to cut?
I'm gonna cut The Social Network.
Fuck you, Jess.
I don't like the score. This is my payback for the Oscars that I was mad at. We're all gonna get hurt here. These are a bunch of
Yeah.
really good movies.
I am going to cut. Wow, yeah, this is already really hard.
Yeah, right? That's what I was like.
yeah.
With those two out of the way, I'm going to cut Love and Mercy just because I've never seen it.
Oh, you gotta. If you're gonna cut it, can you do me a favor and watch it?
No.
Oh,
No, I'll definitely. I
Yeah.
fucking love Brian Wilson. I've just never.
the performances in that movie. Paul Giamatti is such an angry Jew. I make fun.
I don't know if I'm allowed to agree with that.
I know, right? It's super. All the characters Paul Giamatti plays in biopics are extremely problematic.
I'm gonna.
I have a whole character about it.
I'm gonna cut. I don't know. I'm gonna cut The Runaways because
Ouch.
sorry, but like I watched it. I wasn't a huge fan. I don't like Kristen Stewart, man. She just like annoys the shit out of me.
Can
That's why.
Can I tell you the one quote from Kristen Stewart that made me like her?
What?
I read it when I was like 18. Paparazzi got a picture of her outside on her stoop, smoking a bowl and a tank top. And she was like, I learned a very important lesson that day. Always put on a bra before I leave my house. And I was like, all right, I like you. And then the next article I read, she's like, yeah, I'm just a girl from the valley. I'm very lucky. And I'm like, all right, she knows her role.
Huh.
Yeah,
I like her.
I think people hate Kristen Stewart a little too much. If you like horror movies, she's in a good, a solid horror movie called Personal Shopper.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Lizzie. I was like, no.
No, I haven't seen Lizzie.
It's
I don't.
boring.
I don't give a shit about Lizzie Borden. More like Lizzie Boring. Am I right?
I don't know anything about it.
There's a great SNL sketch that she did. It was making fun of
I can't.
pizza, Tostino's pizza rolls, and then like the wife falls in love with her.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
She's
But that's
funny.
it. That's all I got.
Adventureland is good too.
It's fine.
Is it?
I like it.
Woof. Should be
Bill
on best.
Hader
Should be on best
is
bad
the
movie
only
ever
good
with
thing in
that.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
What's your next? What is your next cut? Ooh.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
I was like, Kelly, go. If we're just doing things we've never seen, I'm doing the coal miner's daughter.
I figured that was coming.
Yeah.
Unjustified,
You
but
took away love
Yeah.
and mercy. I'm literally just slapping you back.
I am gonna cut The Fighter. Fuck your Fighter movie.
Wow. You
Wow.
fucked up, dude.
You don't even like Marky Mark?
No, he's a hate criminal. Remember that?
Yeah, but he's so cute, though.
Okay,
kidding.
take that, defense public.
No, I won't.
I'm gonna cut.
No, we're done. We only cut 2 each.
Oh, okay.
Now it is.
I was like, there's more.
Right?
Now it is.
I was ready to cut milk because James Franco.
I was gonna cut whatchamacallit for somebody. Who was it? I forget.
Don't worry about it.
Move the microphone closer. Like move it up.
Better?
Eat it.
By the, there you go. Yeah.
This better?
All right, Jennifer Dutois. What are you gonna save?
Oh, she gets to save one.
Yeah.
Jen.
Oh, they pardoned Alan Turing of his bigamy conviction in 2014.
Oh,
He
nice.
was dead, though, right?
Yeah. Very much so.
Panic room?
Thanks, history.
I have such mixed feelings
Panic
about people
room's
pardoning
fine.
dead people. Like, it's done.
Yeah, that's kind of. Oh, we messed up, but like, would we do it if he was alive? Probably
well,
not.
I think it probably helps for like the family of those.
That's
people.
true.
Mhm.
Fuck them, though. I'm just kidding. Jen Dutois.
Is she asleep?
Jen Dutois.
Well, she save love and mercy for me, baby.
Coal miner's daughter.
That's good.
I respect that. I'm not mad at you.
It's a solid movie. It's a fucking
Should have been
classic.
the fighter, dude. You messed up.
I don't know. At least it's about a woman.
French messing up again, you know? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if they should. I'm just kidding.
All right.
Hates the French all of a sudden.
So the poll will be up shortly. In the meantime, what are some other picks that you almost went with?
I am
Ali.
Ali.
Because Will Smith, but I haven't watched it in years. So
Yeah,
I don't
I've never
remember.
seen it just because I heard really bad things. Like I heard it wasn't great.
I thought he was good. From what I remember, I thought he was good in it, but I don't remember anything else. I remember like a dance scene.
I've
That's
never
it.
seen it.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna choose The Favorite from this year.
Oh, I
Oh.
didn't even
Who is that
know
about?
that was a
That's
biopic.
a real that's a biopic about like what is it, Mary Queen of Scots? Is that
What?
who it is?
Oh.
No, it's the Queen something. I don't know enough about it, obviously. But it's about an old timey, like the first Queen of England, or like one of the first queens of England, and she like kept like having miscarriages and had a bunch of bunnies and was fucking women and just a really well made.
Olivia Colman is a goddamn treasure, and she's deserved like she's so good in Broadchurch. So sorry. That's
No,
silly.
yeah. She's great in that too. I've never seen anything else she was in, but The Favorite I watched and I just thought about for a long time afterwards. So I always know that's a pretty good movie. You know?
I know what my I hope I know what my new favorite biopic's gonna be later this year.
Rocket Man.
Dude,
I'm excited
jacked.
for Rocket Man. Yeah.
That I want to see that in IMAX.
Yeah,
I want to like have that full experience.
I'm gonna cry so much probably.
I've cried from the trailer because I go to the movies too
yeah,
high.
me too.
Where?
I just saw Elton in February with my dad.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, we're big Elton fans. So, and also this is the guy the guy that directed it is the main guy that directed Bohemian Rhapsody, but he was the DP because what's his face, Brett Ratner. So whoever was the director in
Bryan Singer.
Thank you. He would stop showing up to work
Well, he's a bad man.
and a douchebag. Yeah.
And people ask me if I'm related to him because I'm
Why?
Singer.
Oh,
My
okay.
last name is Singer.
All right, the poll is up. I'm gonna put it
I'm excited though because the direction of photography was good.
in
Also,
the
like,
comments.
Taron Egerton worked with Elton John in Kingsman 2, the second one, and that's the guy that's playing Elton.
I'm excited. I think it's
nice.
gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Yeah, I can't.
I'm gonna
I
cry.
wanted to just
the
put it
whole
on the
time.
list, even though I wasn't.
Even though none of us have ever seen it.
Yeah.
I almost put, speaking of people who got Oscars for the wrong movie, I almost put X on the list. I
The
don't know.
Malcolm X.
Yeah,
I've never seen
with
that.
Denzel Washington,
seen it.
it's really fucking good. He should have won an Oscar for that.
And then he wins for
Instead,
something
he won
else.
for fucking Training Day, which is a garbage movie.
Yeah, that's what I've
It
heard.
is so fucking
King
dumb.
Kong ain't got nothing on me. That's
I
all
didn't know you get wet. That's my favorite part, where he gets Ethan Hawke high on PCP, but he doesn't tell him first.
Oh Jesus!
Until-
you've referenced this to me
Until
before.
after he's smoked PCP, then he goes, I didn't know you get wet.
Huh?
That was PCP you were smoking.
That's funny.
I didn't
Which
know
is a
you
good
get wet.
prank, but
Yeah.
it's still a dumb movie.
Capote.
Good prank.
I was gonna put too.
Capote.
I
is
can never
really
finish.
good.
It's
Capote.
boring, but
It's
his-
so boring.
His transit, like how he turned into Capote.
The Jackson Pollock
Bananas.
movie is really good.
Oh, I've never seen that.
I forget the name of the guy that's in it. Fucking Jackson Pollock.
Oh,
So
I want to see him just splash things.
that's there's a lot of
splash,
that,
Splash. I was taking
including
a
his
ping-pong.
including his car into another car at one point.
Whoa!
Was that not?
Died in a car accident.
Is he like not a great guy? Or is he
Probably.
Yeah.
So the poll is up. I put it in the comments. We'll leave it up. It's been up for a while.
Tight
so
race so far. What is it? What's the race? Show us.
I'm gonna leave the poll up for another minute and a half.
I would almost picked Walk Hard, and I was like, can I pick this?
Let's see where we're at.
Does Dewey Cox? Is he a real? Wow! I was gonna actually
Catch Me If You Can
cut-
is doing better than it should.
Catch Me If You Can,
I was gonna-
followed by Straight Outta Compton,
Wow.
and then Walk the Line, and then what else? A lot of other shit. Man on the Moon,
Moon.
and
I, Tanya.
I, Tanya,
yeah.
Coal Miner's Daughter
Dang,
are
dude, you guys gotta
tied.
get cultured and watch The Aviator.
It is too
Yeah,
long. It
learn
is too
something
long.
about rich white people. for a change.
Building giant planes that don't work. Oh.
I can't believe I almost didn't put Catch Me If You Can, and it's winning.
I was thinking of cutting that one instead of the Runaways but I like Catch Me If You Can. But I was gonna cut it because I didn't know the guy. We didn't know the guy. He's on
Oh
the
yeah,
tape.
that's a valid point.
That's what I was gonna say before. Anyways, who cares?
No, I'm glad we got to it.
All right,
Oh man, I want.
about 20 more seconds.
There's a lot of people voting. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you. Looks like things are still pretty much
Pretty much the song.
in that order.
No one likes Vice, and no one likes Milk.
No one likes Milk. Bunch of fucking homophobes.
Dude, it's crazy you guys don't like Milk. That movie is so good.
No one likes The Imitation Game. Get the fuck out of
That
here.
makes sense.
I, Tanya deserves
The Imitation
more.
Game is great.
It's truly blowing my mind that The Imitation Game is getting more than Vice. That's
It's because people would rather
And
learn
Milk.
about gay sweet heroes than terrible,
Nah,
terrible
Milk. Yes, Les.
All right, we're going to refresh, and then we're done.
Oh shit!
Oh,
yeah! I'm actually happy about this.
Straight Outta Compton at the buzzer wins it with 19 votes. Catch Me If You Can in second. 18. Walk the Line is third.
That makes
17
sense.
Yeah.
votes.
Walk the Line should have won.
In fourth,
No.
Man
It's
on the
boring.
Moon
I
with
don't think so.
10 votes.
I guess I like boring movies. Because I like the.
And I, Tanya, is in fifth with 9 votes.
Dude, you guys are crazy for not giving I, Tanya more.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
That seems sexist.
How do you
It's
guys
just
like Catch
recent.
Me If You Can, but not I, Tanya? Whatever.
Catch Me, I, Tanya is not nearly as good of a movie as Catch Me If You Can.
I don't know.
Oh, I think so.
I actually
You've just seen it more recently. Like it seems
I gotta rewatch Catch Me If You Can.
hipper and cooler.
Catch Me If You
Catch Me
Can's
If You
long,
Can's
too.
dope. I know, because it's good.
Spielberg.
Yeah, that's why.
Fucking
I don't
Spielberg.
usually like Spielberg.
Spielberg. So that is our episode. This was fun.
Yeah.
We could probably do this one again. Like we could do a second episode. Maybe. There's enough biopics.
Wait
I
like
think.
2 more years and there'll be like 20 more biopics.
Yeah, that's
So.
true.
I still say we do Rue Girls next.
That would be one where I wouldn't be able to
I
participate.
believe in you.
No, I would just moderate and let everyone else talk. I do
Okay.
that sometimes.
Oh, cute.
But we'll figure it
Cute
out.
moderating.
Cute. Super cute.
So that's our episode. What do we have to plug before we get out of here? Patreon.com/unpops if you're listening to the podcast version of this and you wish in your heart you could watch it live and vote on the outcome, then you need to subscribe on Patreon.
Whoa.
Also, medium.com/unpops. I have a bunch of columns up there. Go read them because they're very good.
You right?
A little bit. And Jessica, what do you got to plug?
I run a show in Echo Park the third Monday of every month called Manda Mondays. It's very, very fun. It is free. You can smoke pot there. It's great. It's been really, really fun. Gets better every time. I have a show in Canoga Park that I help produce. It is called Kiddie Pool. It is like a low rent Shark Tank, or as we like to say, Shark Tank. If anyone didn't vote for Trump, that was on Shark Tank, where comics come on and pitch fake inventions. Last Saturday of every month in Canoga Park. And then you can follow me at Jessica420bro on Instagram and Twitter, and at Jessica420bro.com.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Callie, what do you got to plug?
When does this come out?
It'll be a few weeks.
Oh, okay, because I'm in Bisbee next week, but never mind.
That's why I did super vague stuff.
Yeah. I'm starting a show on May 16th. We're going to have our first one at Brew Brothers in North Hollywood. Kyle Kinane, Lori Kilmartin, Maggie May, and somebody else. on
Hell
the
yeah,
lineup.
dude.
It's going to be monthly. So that week, whatever that week is, that's the one a week.
Yeah.
You get it? And then I'm going to San Jose on June 1st. I think it's a Don't Tell comedy show. And just, I don't know what else. KellyMcInerney.net, Holly Weirdo on Twitter and Instagram. I'll be in Bisbee. Yeah, I'll be in Bisbee May 1st to the 3rd. I'm doing some comedy club there in whatchamacallit, opening for Dave Waite. Sorry, I'm telling somebody, this doesn't help you guys, but somebody in the thing asked. Sorry.
The live stream. They
The
deserve
live stream.
it.
Yeah.
All right.
It's our friend Jen.
Yeah.
Let's
Wee-wee. Come
get
see me.
let's get out of here. Kelly, say goodbye.
Bye.
Jessica, say goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody. We love you.
Miss you already.
Goodbye, live.